Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, in this lesson, we're going to speak about the verb that is naqis. So a verb is going to be called naqis if the lam kalima is a weak letter. In sarf, in morphology, not in grammar, a verb is going to be called naqis if the lam kalima is a weak letter. Now, naqis comes from the word naqsun. Naqsun means decrease. Naqsun means decrease. So a verb that is naqis is called naqis because this lam kalima, which is its weak letter, is going to be dropped a lot of times. So the verb is going to be decreased by losing one of its letters, which is the lam kalima, a lot of times, as we're going to cover. But the verb that's naqis can be broken out to three groups. Group AU, da'a yad'u. Group EA, nasiya yansa. Group AE, baka yabki. So here, what was the alif changed to a waw, if you will. Here, the e changed, or the ya, I should say, changed to a alif, and here the alif changed to a ya. So why it's important to understand? Because in the past tense verb, when the verb is naqis and it's in the past tense, it will drop its lam kalima if it's attached to hum, the pronoun hum, or if it's attached to the pronoun hiya. So when it's attached to the pronoun hum, it's going to drop its last letter. It's going to lose its lam kalima. So for group AE, for example, we're going to say beko. Beko. So beko means they cried. So the waw here is the attached form of hum, and the alif that was originally in beka is dropped so that we can attach the waw. So it becomes beko. See, the alif was removed. Also for group EA, same thing will happen. Nesu. So the kesra, or the ya, I should say, that was at the end of nesya, is dropped in order for us to add the waw. Nesu. And group AU, the same thing happens, da'aw. So the waw that you see here is the representation, the attached form of hum, but the waw that was, or the alif that was here, is dropped. The alif that was there is dropped, and we just add the waw, becomes da'aw. Now note that the kasra on nasya was changed to a dhamma. So originally it was nasiwu, or something along those lines. But then, for the sake of pronunciation, the kasra in nasya was changed to a dhamma to accompany the waw, so it became nasu. Now, when it's attached to hiya, in group AU and in group AE is going to drop its lam kalima, but group EA is an exception. So for group AU, when you attach hiya to it, and tau ta'nith comes, it becomes da'at for group AU. Da'at. So the alif that was here is dropped in order to attach the tau ta'nith. Same thing for bakat, same exact principle. Now for group EA is an exception to this rule because the ya stays, because there's no need to drop it, and it's nasiyat. Nasiyat means she forgot. So to see a fuller representation of all of this is a verb conjugation of the fi'l al-naqis in the Madi. So for huwa, it's da'a, nasiya, baka. For hiya, it's da'at, so the alif is dropped. And nasiyat, it's stay because that's the exception. Bakat, it's dropped. For huma, da'awa, nasiya, bakaya. For huma, feminine, da'ata, nasiyata, bakata. For hum, da'aw, nasu, bako. Right, we covered this. For hunna, da'awna, nasina, bakayna. Then in the second person, da'awta, nasita, bakayta. Da'awti, nasiti, bakayti. And it keeps on going like that, but this is not very important for us right now, but just to let you understand how it functions. The most important thing is to remember hiya, da'at, and bakat, and hum, da'aw, nasu, and bako. But just to continue it, da'awtuma, same thing for both masculine and feminine. Da'awtum, nasitum, bakaytum. أنتن دعوتن نسيتن بكيتن, and then أنا نحن دعوت نسيت بكيت دعونا نسينا بكيت. Or it should be عفوا, it should be بكينا. It should be بكينا. This is a typo because it's نحن. So this is how it functions, and this is the most important thing to remember with the fi'l al-naqis in the past tense, is that it will drop its lam kalima if it's attached to hum or if it's attached to hiya, but here's an exception with group EA.